The vacuum cleaner's getting louder, but hopefully it's okay.
I
So,
don't hear it.
welcome back
Fuck you,
to
Greg.
another episode of
Let's go!
Fuck You. Welcome back to another episode of Failed Attempt, where a collection of assholes sit around and try to play Dungeons and Dragons, and right now it's just the asshole. This
Yep.
guy right here.
Yep.
See, that is why I say collection of assholes. This guy right here.
I am the asshole.
He's the. I wonder if I'm even pointing the right way because you're on my right side. It's
You're
this
there.
guy. This guy's this
Yeah.
that one.
You're here for me.
Wherever he is, that's the asshole. Okay, so where you left off specifically, well, actually, let's do a reminder first. So, let's do a big reminder on this one. So you woke up by the tree that led to the underground hideout. Your dad was gone. You discovered the note that he left for you regarding your mother. You discovered that Adam was perished.
Right.
You took your anger out on the tree by lighting it on fire, which was a completely reasonable.
I Kratos that bitch.
Yes, that was a completely reasonable reaction. You then went on to discover that Yorick's book had taken Adam's soul or feature, however it is that you want to say that. Brady, shut up.
Malador
Anyway.
thought that he just took Adam.
Yes, because I believe Malador saw it happen.
Yeah, he
Yes,
thought
he
he just
did.
took Adam.
Yep, he saw it happen because Adam disappeared into the book, Yorick disappeared into the book, and then Yorick popped back out, and Adam did not. And then he summoned Adam, which made Malador even more pissed off. And then y'all as a group realized that Adam was also linked to Merida in some form.
Malador
Which
did not.
Which
he
that's
was
coming
not
out
paying
later.
attention. He was fighting Yorick.
Y'all eventually made your way back to the poor district of Coast City, where the enchantments were all back up again. Nothing was burning down, nothing was broken. It was all built and beautiful as the poor district could be. Where you were then met by Ryle and Willow, and against your will, I can say, because you really didn't think or know if they were real, you joined them on the mechanical spider and took off in a westward direction, where they then brought you to the Crank and Yank for a much needed and a much needed and fulfilling evening, although Concelia kind of ruined that a little bit. Once you were done there, you went outside looking for Charlie. You wanted to find his shop to score your weed, which is awesome.
And buy a new pipe.
And buy a new pipe, which is funny because you bought the pipe and then you never gave it to her. So that's
I didn't find her.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely hilarious to me though, because now you're holding on to the piece that was meant for Merida, and by the time you got back to the Crook House, you couldn't find her.
It'll make it even more meaningful when he does give it to her.
Yep. But you discovered a weird, like other dimensional squid-like ship.
I said mine.
That you then got up and just commandeered after a little bit of difficulty when it tried to take you hostage. And then
I just had to say please, by the way.
Yes, you just had to say please. So through a series of trial and error, you figured out how to use the ship.
I just gotta be nice.
It did result in some very funny moments where you sped off too quick and stopped too quick and almost hit the Crook House and asked it if it had a horn, and then it gave you the horn.
That was the best part.
Yeah, and woke everybody else up in the Crook House. And then, of course, after trying to explain what the ship is and where you got it, no one else on the team was really as excited as you were, because they all saw it as a new threat, being that the owner would then be coming after the team. There was an incident with Leatha where she went stiff as a board and started seizuring out and foaming at the mouth, and a healing potion made it worse. And then after a hearty speech by Garrison, Leatha just appeared to be okay. And Malador's intention was to go find his mother in Gaudium, as the note stated.
Nah,
But at the
Malador was
but
upset at Garrison. I'll tell you
well,
that much.
yes, Malador was very upset about that speech because it was kind of like a come to Jesus moment, and he hasn't had a whole lot of those. But he then decided that he was going to break from the group and go find his mother in Gaudium, as the note stated. However, first he wanted to go find Viper, the enchanter, in the water world. I hate to use that term. Section of Coast City that he had never seen or been to before. So then he was escorted back up into his ship, into Gladys, and Leatha decided to join him, which was completely unexpected.
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
So the two of you took off in an easterly direction beyond the Crook House, beyond the land. You found a floating platform with an older gentleman just kind of standing there on the platform. You noticed a tube that led underneath the water that you saw a very small section of it, because after a little bit it got too dark to see, and just once again gave kind of the wrong command to Gladys, because you went into a nosedive right into the water. Upon entering the water, however, you were glued to your chair, and Leatha kind of started floating like she was in outer space, trying to get her bearings, and you were both given by Gladys a way to breathe underwater. You can breathe underwater in your shark form, but not in your tiefling form, and you hadn't gone into that yet. So you got a mucous membrane mask over your face, and Leatha did as well. You made your way to the bottom of the tube, which was on your left the whole time and your only source of light for a while. Once you reached the bottom of this tube, it became very clear in a very, very quick way that underneath this water was a total replica of Coast City. As if, and I described it as if the original city sunk and then they just built a new one. It was as if you went underneath the water and you appeared back in the rich district of Coast City.
Right.
And that is where we left off. So, as the ship docks, and it's literally like appearing at the rich district in Coast City. The dock is the exact same kind of thing, only there isn't a body of water surrounding it because you're under the water. But the ship docks and stops. And Gladys in your head goes, "This is where we part ways."
Huh?
And the mucous membrane on your mouth disappears. And immediately you're
shark form.
Tear out into shark form. The squid tentacles that are holding you to the chair to keep you there just kind of nonchalantly give way, as if you breaking into shark form didn't even bother the ship at all. You got massively bigger, and the tentacles are just like, yeah, whatever, and just kind of swim away. Leatha, on the other hand, you're able to notice through the water because your eyesight gets a lot better underwater in your shark form as well. The mucous membrane for her actually grows bigger and covers all around to the back of her head and just kind of like sways in the water, as if Gladys knows you can breathe and she can't. So Leatha swims off the ship and stands on the dock, or I should say like hovers above the dock, what you're going to immediately see is at the dock, there is a gentleman standing there that has a backpack with 2 big tanks on the back of it, has a helmet that has 3 lights on the forehead that are very, very bright. One of them is a white light. One of them, or 2 of them, are white lights over here. This one's a yellow light. And they do cast a pretty big light. I keep having to use that word. And they are also wearing a thick pair of boots, which are securing them to the ground. And the moment Leatha goes over and starts hovering, this individual, seeing the membrane on her face, goes over to the right of the dock, opens up a crate, pulls out a pair of boots, and brings it over to her. And as she slips her feet in, they secure around her shins, and she steps down onto the dock.
Hmm.
And just kind of looks up at you.
Wait. So, Malador's looking at the ship. And he's just gonna think in his mind, are you leaving me?
No.
So you're gonna stay right here?
Yes.
Thank you. I'll be back. Malador, swims off to the, dock.
Okay.
And he's gonna look at, Leatha. So, we're looking for a Viper.
Who? I mean, so you're gonna see the look on her face as she kind of shrugs.
Oh yeah, I gotta speak in Undercommon, I forgot. I gotta speak in Broken.
Yes, that's true, because you are in your shark form. But she is gonna kind of like shrug and shake her head, and then you're gonna see her mouth move and hear her voice come out, and then the expression on her face is gonna be that realization, like, oh damn, I can speak. I don't know who Viper is.
Yeah, that's just who we're looking for. I'm just letting you know. So, let's ask around, maybe. I'm looking to get this thing looking awesome, and I want it to do cool shit.
Okay. As you pull the katana out, it looks very, very cool underneath the water. It doesn't look the same way that it did above the water. When you pull out the katana, it doesn't react like a normal sword where maybe the light will reflect off it, maybe it won't. You pull out the katana, and it's as if the water isn't touching the blade.
Oh.
So as you stand there and hold it, it's very, very, very micro. It's like a as thin as a piece of paper around the blade. There's no water touching it. But as you if you swing it through the water, it makes.
I can swing it perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine. There's no
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
There's no resistance to it. But as you're swinging it, it still pulls the water, as if you're swinging an object underneath.
That's cool.
And of course, your hand is pulling the water, but the blade is just going. And it's a very, very weird feeling because there's resistance to your hand, but there's no resistance to the blade. So as you're swinging it through the water, the blade is actually going faster, which throws off the whole swing.
So I'm going to trick some enemies with that. Okay, sweet. So I'm faster. Malador's, so that dog person's still there, right?
Yes.
Hey!
You don't need boots.
That's not what I want. I want to get his attention to talk to him.
Yeah, he looks over at you, but he's masked up and...
Viper! I'm gonna walk the way he points.
Just points into the city. But like there's no facial expression. They are geared up to a T. Like they've got a water mask on.
Mhm.
The only thing that you can see is the eyes, but even the eyes are closed over by like a black shield. There's the tanks and then tubes that go into the cheeks, and then around the cheeks are like little air holes, like you can't see a thing. And all they do is just pull up their gloved hand and do this.
All right, I'm just gonna go into the city then.
Okay. All right, and again, it's just like the rich district of Coast City. So
I
everywhere
want to
that
go
you're
to the
looking
underwater
around,
crank and yank. I need to get some. Never mind. I need to stop. I'll out my head.
you need to get some mermaid action.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, for right now, it's just the rich district. So I mean, but there's a couple of differences. The library that is in the rich district is not here.
Okay.
The library that had the axolotl in it, that had the upstairs inn, that's not here. There are a couple of things that are different, but the building structures and the layout is exactly the same. So you almost know where you're going without knowing where you're going.
Right.
And as you begin to walk through, Leatha is able to, she's not able to like perfectly walk. I would say that her movement speed is halved because of these
Okay.
boots. So you are seeing her kind of like struggle picking up the boots and moving them. She tries to put more strength into it than she has to.
If
And
Olympus is down here, I give up.
and if she lifts the foot too much, her foot actually starts to like try to float away. So there's a couple of moments where it actually looks like she's about to just flip over completely.
Can I just every time that happens, just grab her by the foot and
Yeah,
yank her
and
to her
then
feet?
eventually after a couple of times, she gets the hang of it to the point where it only happens every once in a while. You guys walk about probably a half a mile through here together, and it's like just every once in a while, like 8 back down, 8 back down, until she eventually gets it. But her movement is still halved. Yours is fine, so you're moving at full speed,
Right.
which is the 30.
Technically, it should be doubled because I have advantage. I should have advantage in this type of water.
Actually, let me see that. Oh, your swimming is 40.
Yeah.
So you would technically be swimming. Technically. Whether you're
Right.
walking through the water or not, you are technically swimming. So yes, yours is 40. Hers right now is 15. So
I'm glad you
you're
checked that because I wasn't sure.
yeah, you're also finding that you'll just start walking, trying to get your bearings and figure out where you're going, and then you look to your side and she's not there, and you have to turn around and she's still just like, wait for me, you're too fast.
I
Because
would most definitely slow down with her if I'm grabbing her leg every
yeah,
once in a while. Then.
yeah, yeah. But like Malador gets zoned. That's what I mean. So every once in a while you'll just start walking, trying to, where is everybody? Who am I looking for? Where am I going? And then oh shit.
Yeah.
And then turn around and there she is. So given that this is similar to the rich district, where do you want to go? Because Charlie didn't give you anything other than the name and that it was the underwater beyond the Crook House. That's all he gave you. So you are on a scavenger hunt in an area that you've never been to. Where would you like to start?
What's I can't remember what is all in the rich district.
Um, to be honest, business wise, not a whole lot is here. It's mainly just where, to put it lightly, the rich bitches live. That library was there because the rich district occupants are huge on knowledge and history. That is why that library was in the regular one. And then there's like upstairs businesses where people they live in the bottom couple of floors, and then there's a business on the top floor, and it's usually like herbs and spices, bakery, weapons, and just things to, like, the rich district.
Okay,
So
you just said weapons, so let's go to a weapons store.
So, like, you know the rich district, so I'm not telling you anything that you don't know.
Right,
You
right.
know that most of these businesses, however pleasant or not pleasant they are usually fronts for something else.
Right.
That the main reason for them to live in the rich district is because people don't bother them.
Right.
People from the mid district and the poor district, they're like, they're fucking whatever.
That's why the weed place is in the rich district, because it's also the front for the weapons and all that. Yeah, I knew that.
There you go.
So I'm gonna go to a weapons store.
Okay. Finding that isn't as simple down here.
Want me to make some rolls?
Yeah, do an intelligence check to see if you can identify the similar building to the one up top, because
Okay.
as you're walking around looking for it, Malador, you're going to notice very, very quickly that there aren't signs
Right.
down here.
Okay.
That's another difference, is there's
That's
no
a good roll. 13, 14.
there's no like bakery here, you know. 14's a pretty decent roll.
It's a solid roll.
You will, after probably about another like half a mile of walking around just jauntily trying to find this building, you look off to the right side and you find, just like every other building, a similar, beautifully crafted for being underwater, which makes zero sense to your brain, even your shark brain. Like, how and why has it survived down here?
Ooh, pretty color.
Exactly. But you are able to, after probably about an hour of just walking around mindlessly in directions, pulling Leatha down every once in a while, find the building that looks fairly similar to the one up top. Like, this could be it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in the building.
And, well, like every other building, let me describe it to you. So as you're facing the building, there is the front door, and it is a 3-story building. So there's windows, windows, windows. There's a 3-step staircase that leads into a door, and the door is the same lavish brown as the ones up top, only down here it's darker because it's underwater. So the paint or whatever they used was not able to oxidize down here.
Right.
So it wasn't able to have like the bright polished. To the left of the building is an alleyway and a staircase that leads all the way up to the 3rd floor, and then to the right of the building is the same thing. There is a staircase, like a metal staircase, that just leads all the way up to the top floor.
Mhm.
So how would you like to get into the building? You
I'm going in
know
the front
that,
door.
well, you know the front door is the living quarters. You know that. If it's anything
Okay.
like the buildings up top, you know that the door in the front of the building is the living quarters. And then you have,
Going to the business.
okay, but which side?
Which sides do I have?
There's the left side with a staircase and a right side with a staircase that goes up to the 3rd floor.
Let's go the right
Each
side.
side has one. Okay. All right. So, do you signal Leatha? Because she's like,
I'm assuming she's following me.
yeah,
So I'm
but
just
she
making
falls
sure that,
behind
like,
every once in a while.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
grab her. You know what I mean?
Okay. So you guys make your way over to the right side, and you don't even use the stairs. You just swim up.
Yeah.
And she's like holding on to the railings, trying to
I
trying to
got
figure
you.
out.
Stop it. Stop.
Okay. So
You
she just lifts her feet. She just lifts her feet into a swim and lets you pull her up to the top. That's fine. When you reach the top, on the door, so you get to the top of the staircase ends, and then the door is, you turn to the left, and there's the door. On the door is a literal, like, carved sign that says blacksmith.
I'm gonna start knocking on the door.
I mean, again,
Then
remember, there's resistance in the water, even for you. Even for you, there's resistance in the water. But you do knock on the door, and the door
Hold
just
on.
swings inward.
Hold on. You are freezing up.
Oh, okay. Again, I can't see it.
Yeah. All right, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay. So even for you, there's still resistance when you move. Like I said, the sword was no resistance, so it actually
Right.
moved quicker than you. But even underwater as a shark, you still have that water resistance. You knock on the door once and it opens inward. It just
Oh.
and the air bubbles start to pour out.
Okay, I'm going in.
All right. So as you walk into this store, you are going to immediately pop out of the water.
Oh, awesome.
So you two pop out of the water. You are now in a very
Did I
dry
fit through the door?
space. You had to try. You had to try. I'm not going to make you roll for that, but just imagine Malador really had to try. Like a 6-foot individual trying to squeeze through a doorway meant for a 5-foot person.
Well, he's in shark form.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So if you can just imagine having to bend and kind of contort a little bit and then swim straight through, and
Gotcha,
Latha just walks through with no problem.
He would have like backed up, and when the door opened and went like off the rail, grabbed her and swam like flatways in, so he didn't. But
Okay.
then he would right on the ground.
Give me a dex check, would you?
Yeah. Oh no. 3.
Okay, so the reason I did that is this is fun. So you grab the railing and you go straight in holding Leatha, not knowing what's on the other side.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known.
And the moment you get through the water and just like regular gravity and air happens, you land down on one foot and one knee, and Leatha just
No!
in your arm just face plants.
That couldn't have been me!
This hardwood floor.
Damn it.
Ah!
Sorry.
Ow. All right. Okay. So yes. All and Leatha will just very, very slowly get herself up off the floor. That one hurt. And she gets up and looks at the doorway, and there's literally a wall of water in the doorway. In the space that you guys are in, there is no water. Right. It is just open, no water. As you're looking around, you get to your feet. As you're looking around the space, it's a blacksmith shop. There's shields and armor and weapons all along the back wall, from daggers to sais to just regular swords, all manner of shields from round to the diamond shape to the body shields. Huh?
He's gonna just start screaming for people.
Okay. There's a long counter on the right that goes from basically the doorway all the way to the other end of the building. There are 3 individuals standing behind the counter. One of them has their back turned to the counter over on the... Yeah, I always forget this word. The device that they use to...
The anvil.
That thing. Yes. So he's over on that with a scorching red hot blade, just beating it with the mallet, shaping it. And then the other 2 are helping other people.
What are they?
They are fish people.
Oh, cool.
So the one that's facing the anvil is very, very clearly a light blue color, scales, the fish face, and then the scales going down the middle of the head all the way to the waistline. The scales coming about that far off the body all the way down, and then humanoid arms with fingers that have the webs in between, and then scales that come about that far off the arms in the middle that go all the way down to the elbow. Below the waist, humanoid legs, obviously wearing
Oh.
clothes, so you don't know if it's fish below
Yeah,
the
they're
waist
like
or
fish
what.
legs. Yeah, they gotta be.
And then the other two are clearly human on the top
Oh.
and fins on the bottom.
Okay. How are they standing?
They're not.
Are they floating?
Mhm.
Okay.
You see the fins doing this.
Is there anybody else in the shop? Just them?
It's them, and then the two that are facing the counter each have a customer. The customers are also the human on the top and the fin on the bottom.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the anvil guy since he's not busy.
Oh no, like I said, he's banging on a weapon.
I don't care. He's the only person that doesn't have a person talking to him.
Oh, that kind of busy. Gotcha. All right. So approach. Leatha's just following you. Her attention kind of starts to skew a little bit as you get closer,
fish people, yeah.
and she just
Because
starts
it's
like,
awesome.
yeah. As you're approaching, even in your shark form, you're able to notice that she is beelining it over to the anvil with you, and then just slowly starts to. And her attention's gone. She just.
Malador walks over to the fish guy, and he, since he can breathe in here, he's just gonna back to Tiefling real quick.
Okay.
Hey!
Ping, 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 ping,
Viper.
ping, ping, ping. How do you know that name?
My weed guy told me. I'm looking to get this nice and shifty. He pulls out the katana.
You play a dangerous game saying that name around here. Ping, ping, ping.
I'm a dangerous
ping,
man.
Ping, ping.
He flicks his finger on fire. You just watched me walk in here as shark form, didn't you?
I noticed nothing. Ping, 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 ping.
Can I roll
ping,
persuasion to get him to tell me anything?
Say what you want to say first, and then roll persuasion.
How about you just help me out here? I'll get out of your shop, tell me where to go, and maybe I'll give you a little something.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, good roll. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
That was with advantage?
I have an advantage? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's still 22. I rolled lower.
Okay. Yeah, you have proficiency in it. Okay. Ping. I do not work with your kind.
My kind?
However, if you're stupid enough to say that name around here and you're going to bring that kind of danger to my shop, what do you need to leave?
Locations, names, info. I just need to get my sword amazing.
Puts the mallet down. Turns around, and now you can see it's very, very pronounced. The fish face is long from the top, not just the mouth or the snout, but long right from the top. The eyes are sunken in and very, very round.
I feel like this guy looks exactly like your profile picture on Discord.
No. That's actually like a person that's really white and has anyway. But no, like long face, eyes are sunken in, very, very round and pronounced, and no nose, just two slits right here. The teeth inside the mouth not not jagged at all.
We
They're
should get some
very
character art.
they're very, very soft. Yeah, I know. I know a couple of people that can actually draw. I don't people, so it's reaching out to them. I'm not like an introvert. I just don't people. It's very
Right.
weird. Like I love going out with my wife, but I hate being around people. It's such a conundrum. I can't stand it. But anyway, so he faces you now, and now that he's facing you, your faces are very, very close because in shark form, your face elongates too. So
No, I
now
went
when
back to tiefling form.
oh, that's right. So when he turns around, he's actually closer to you now in terms of face wise, not the rest of the body, because it just give me your hand. And he's going to latch onto your hand. The webbing between his fingers is actually going to start to spread.
Hey, wait a minute, wait. What are you doing?
And the same mucous membrane that went around your face is going to go all the way down to your forearm and envelop. And then
This hand?
like veins are actually going to start coming out from his fingers and do the same kind of thing wrapping around your arm. This doesn't come back to me.
Nope.
I will deny everything.
Go for it. Didn't get it from you, don't know who you are.
And you don't come back to my shop.
Fine with me.
Hey! Anyway, you're going to feel a little tingle in your arm, and then everything is going to detach, and he's going to turn around and go back to his anvil. And what happens is images start to pour into your head.
Mm-hmm.
Images begin to pour into your head of it's basically like an image goes into your head of you actually moving along the rich district, and then it goes to black, and then another image comes in and you're a little bit further along the rich district, and then it goes to black. Then another image comes in and it's the same kind of building that you're in, only it seems to be at the end of the district. So the left and the right buildings, left and the right buildings are just like they would be, only instead of crossing into the mid district, it literally comes to an end and there's one building at the end of it. And the door is kind of like a Castlevania door. You know what I'm talking about? It's wider and it's oval at the top, and it's got like spikes and teeth that come off of it. And then another image that pops in is that door open and a staircase leading down and a staircase leading up. And in the image, it pushes you to the up staircase.
Okay. I'm gonna follow this exact. I'm going straight there.
Okay.
Grab Leatha by the leg, and I'm...
Hey! Hey, come up top! I'll make you food! As you pull her out the door. All right. Do you go back to shark form?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Because the moment you go outside that door, you're back in the water. Those things were so cool. What?
Cool, awesome, amazing.
What were those?
Fish.
Way cooler than you. I want to stay here.
No. Malador, trust you with.
You're no fun.
Me, fun lot. Just watch. Go, me.
Okay.
Stop.
As you blast down the staircase until you finally reach the road, and then you stop, realizing that you're pushing all of this water into her face, and the membrane is not doing its job because there's so much pressure. You realize very, very quickly, where is the remote? Come on. Why are you over there bothering him? Let's go. These dogs are yours out here, not mine. Anyway. So, you reach the bottom of the staircase. You realize that you're shoving so much water into her face that the membrane's not able to do the job. And luckily, you took that as a sign to stop.
Yeah.
And then, where are you going from here? So as you reach the bottom and you're on the road, the visions only came to your head once. So
yeah, I'm following the visions exactly.
But I am going to, and not right now. But I am each section going to have you roll an intelligence check to see if you can remember the vision, because they don't come back. As you're thinking, as you're standing there trying to think, like, okay, what were the visions? They're gone. They only came to your head one time. So I'll have you do rolls to see if I can re-explain it. But right now, you don't have to.
Okay, so
right
I'm
now,
going...
Yeah.
I'll go into my second, so I have to roll. I'm going as far as I can go.
Okay. So you just continue going and going and going and going and going.
Good roll. That is an 18.
Okay. Yep. So, yeah, I mean, for the purposes of brevity, I know you're going straight there. So just keep the rolls up.
Yep. 12.
Okay. At the end of the second section, you struggle a little bit to figure out, did it mean continue going straight, or was I supposed to... The buildings all kind of looked like they are now, but is there another section? Do I turn somewhere? So your memory of the exact path kind of starts to skew a little bit. So what would you like to do?
I'm gonna just keep going straight.
Okay.
Roll again?
Yes.
13.
Okay. It feels like you're going the right way. As the buildings in here just continue to pass. And the further you get into here, not only are you trying to follow this vision very, very like intently and trying to block out everything else so that you can remember what that man gave you.
Mm-hmm.
You're noticing that there are a lot more creatures down here than up top.
Yeah.
When you walk through the rich district up top, there's barely any people. There's the vehicles that I had described at first, like the individual segways and the vehicles that float with no wheels, and there's usually like 4 to 6 people in those. But down here, it's the further you get down the road, it just becomes more and more and more populated with individuals like the fish person that gave you the visions, and the human and Finn merfolk.
Yeah.
Just more and more are swimming by, and you see families of them, and you see individuals, and you see, 2 going next to each other that are holding conversations. And even though it's underwater, Malador would be very fascinated by this, because you are in shark form.
Right.
And as they are passing by, you are seeing these other fish-like creatures, and they are speaking perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. But they are also... Actually, you can't understand them. Do you have another language in your shark form that allows you to understand fish?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, yeah. So you can't really even understand what they're saying. But you are able to pick up that it's not broken.
Right.
It's like perfectly flowing even underneath the water. Which would
I could...
Yeah.
Could I think deep into myself and just start speaking that language?
Wouldn't
Could I try?
Wouldn't hurt to try.
Yeah, I want to try.
Fuck it. That would be.
See if I can find something out new about me.
Fuck it. Give me an animal handling with disadvantage.
Oh, okay. That's a 17 for my first roll, so that's good. Also, I rolled a 19 on my next check to find the next place.
Okay.
Where to go. So I have a 18 for my first roll. And 11.
Okay. You try, you kind of like stop for a second and you stop focusing on the visions for a minute and your pursuit and just kind of close your eyes and the whatever language you're hearing go by is still unknown. It's still just but the more you try to understand it,
does it like feel familiar in like my genes?
It does. Yeah, it feels like you should be able to understand it.
To know it, yeah.
But for whatever reason, it's just not happening.
Because I'm not one with my shark yet. It's still mad at me.
Okay. So after a few minutes of trying, you'd still find yourself absolutely fascinated but frustrated at the same time because you're not quite able to get a grasp on it.
Okay, let's continue going on.
Okay.
I got the
Right,
19
you got
for that roll.
the 19 for that roll. So you continue and you make it to perceivably what the next vision is. And off in the distance, you see the door. Way, way, way off in the distance, you see the door. It is the most brightly, oddly enough, the most brightly lit area of the entire district, where there's lights coming down from above, there's lights coming up from the bottom. But it's not just the one building. The buildings on the left and the right kind of surrounding it are also lit up. It is the most brightly lit area. But you do, off in the distance, see the door.
Okay.
Yeah. Where is he, though? Like, is that it? And he's done? Bring the dogs in then. Get them out of here. Go. Get in there.
Let's go to the door.
Sky, go. She's scared of you. Get out of her way.
Dad
Go.
Mode. Dad.
Hey, go.
Cameron's being a dad.
Can you move the damn vacuum cleaner? There you go. I swear to God, if I have to get up, I'm going to be pissed. Oh, stay tuned. Claire, go. Come on. Come on, pups. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Inside. Go. 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 Wow, that was hard. Shut the door.
Hey, we still have plenty of time.
My God. Regina! Gate! Come on. I have no hands. Fantastic. For Christ's sake.
Hey, look, you get to be inside now.
I get to be inside now. All right. Stay tuned, fans. Hang on a minute.
We could always just cut this out with editing. Do one of those be back soon signs. And then like a camera static and then we're back.
He made it last night.
Do, 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 do. We are waiting on Fuckwit. Do, 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 do. I am in a cool underwater place. Under the sea. Under the sea. Down where it's wetter. Down where it's better.
No,
Under
we're not
the
out of hot
sea.
dogs. There's hot dogs in that fridge too, I believe. So check the fridge.
And we are back.
And we're back with better signal.
Yeah.
Yes. And that delay was brought to you by Adam and Eve's butt plugs.
Yes.
If you have
And
a butt,
Feet Finder.
they have a plug and feet finder. And combine the two if you have a weird fetish.
Mm.
Also brought to you by Murphy and McNeil Traditional Shaving Marketplace. DUBBY.
Yeah.
For all that clean energy you need throughout your day. You know, because a gallon of coffee just isn't doing it. Try DUBBY. It'll work. Also, Cash App. You know, Cash App does advances now.
I use it every day.
Yes. Cash App does go in advances now. So even if you don't have money in there, they do let you advance it out, kind of like a bank account, as long as you pay it back. So if you're looking to go further in debt, Cash App. You think they'll like that one? That's a great one.
They'll love that one.
They'll love that one. And then if you're like me, that has a small farm of animals, 9 cats and 3 dogs being the small farm, Chewy.com for all your pets' needs.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's get back to this bullshit. So, and no, if any of you have been following along, I don't edit shit. So that whole fiasco, you get of me trying to plug in the computer, and you get to follow all of that. I don't edit anything. Okay, so you said that you were heading up to the door, yes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. As you make your way further up to the door, that particular vision comes back to your head.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike all of the others where it was just trying to think about what it looked like and maybe matching it and not really understanding if it was right or not. This one, the moment you get up to that door, that vision hits your brain again. And this time, it kind of feels like a shock to your brain. Not really painful, just annoying, an irritant, designed specifically to get you to see it. And within that vision, you hear a voice, "Go away."
Going in.
Okay. So you reach for the door and push, and it's locked. It does not budge.
Knock, 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 knock. Stop! I don't want to break the goddamn door.
You're not actually doing any damage to it at all.
Oh, okay.
Because again, you've got that resistance from the water. So even if you are putting all of your strength into it, it's not.
So I heard someone talk in my mind, right?
Yes.
Said go away.
You heard someone whisper in your mind, and it was a shock to your brain that wasn't meant to be painful. It was meant to just, you couldn't ignore it.
All right.
It was meant to get your attention.
He's gonna pull the sword out above him.
Okay.
And in his head, he's gonna go, "I just want it cool. And I heard from my weed guy, you."
Dude, I heard from my weed guy. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
You have to say that broken though, remember?
Yeah, that was that was all in broken.
No, I want to hear it in broken.
Oh no. Weapon. Weed guy. Cool. Help. Make.
That is fantastic. So, weapon, weed guy, cool, help make. It's like, what? Help make the weed guy cool with a weapon? What? Anyway, it's like, how do I translate this? Okay. Another shock to the brain.
Wait, no, I was thinking in my mind, so it would be normal.
That's actually true. Yes.
Yeah, so we're good.
So another shock to the brain, a little more irritating than the last one. Who are you?
Malador. Wait, I did not use the voice. That, I don't know where I'm at. Malador. Yeah, that was horrible.
We're
Malador. Yeah.
We got to end this game now. That was
yeah,
awful.
it's over.
Yep, it's done.
Malador Isafar. I got motion. I'm gonna walk in.
All right, because it unlocked it. It opened only a couple of inches, so you
wait.
pushed.
Okay, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you walking in?
Yeah.
Okay. So you push the door completely open and take a step in. I need a wisdom save.
That's not good. That's a 4.
That's a 4. Okay. That is well, let's see. Let me roll this up because this is gonna be fun. Okay. So you take 24 points of lightning damage.
That's fine.
As you walk through this entrance, and the moment you cross the threshold, the doorway turns into like an electric barrier, and it just you are able to continue your walk through as you stagger forward, but that hurt.
I was dragging Leatha with me too, by the way.
Leatha's not with you.
Huh? I've had a hold of her.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
I said I had a hold of her.
You did have a hold of her, but once you rolled that 12 and 13, you became so focused on direction and vision, you let go. And then, of course, when you wanted to look deep inside yourself to try and talk like a fish, when you opened the door, you had to let go. When you took the sword out, you had to let go. There were many moments you had to let go. Man. So as you stumble through this doorway and look around, worrying about Leatha also coming through the doorway, like, don't! She's not there.
Great. Whatever. Fuck it. Malador's gonna stand up and look around the room.
Okay. There is the stairway leading down to a ominous looking pitch black whatever, and then a staircase leading up.
I go up.
Okay. I need a dex save.
14.
Okay. So you are able to you're able to dodge it, but you step on one and it goes it breaks underneath your foot from all that shark weight.
But am you I still underwater?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Why am I on the stairs? Why am I not just floating?
You told me you went up the stairs.
Yeah, I assumed I went up the stairs, not like walked up the stairs.
Oh, come on. I wanted it to be fun. Okay, it's fine. You swim. But yes, you are still under the water. Can you hear my vacuum?
Barely.
Oh, good. He's going deeper into the room. Okay, yeah, that shit's annoying. Anyway, but yes, you swim up the stairs. go to the right, swim up another set of stairs, and there is a door at the top.
I'm going through the door.
And before you even touch the door, it opens.
Ah.
And as you pass through, you leave the water behind.
Got it. So, as I go on, I'm gonna go tiefling form.
Okay.
Like, something cool is like he's going through the water. As he's stepping out, the shark comes off of him, and it's just Malador.
Yep. I need this right here.
Do you have art for Viper?
I do.
Awesome.
And I'm going to share it on yours because no one else needs to see this yet.
Right.
Oh.
And also, I want to scrap that I want it to look like that sword I sent, but I don't want those enchantments.
Okay.
I want you to do something cool with it.
Which I can. I am capable.
Because I know you always make great stuff. Like, you've done awesome with everything I've asked for, so.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, I can't even lie. The cards are amazing.
The cards are so much fun.
They are awesome. They're exactly what I wanted them to be.
Like, I figured going by the book cards, yeah, they can be fun, but they're not as unpredictable.
Exactly.
And besides,
I love that they're random and they can do anything. It's so fun.
The card deck that you have is from Ellen Wynn Crow. It's not even the card deck you're supposed to have. You just took it and ran with it, which is fantastic. You have too, dude. You've done more fucking damage to your team.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh man. Okay. Yep. I need this one here. Come on. There we go. All right. So as you enter this room, and you, as you're passing through the threshold of the water, go right down to your tiefling form. The water kind of splashes into the room, and you shake yourself off. And immediately you're going to notice two things. One, this is a very, very modest room. On the right, there is a bar that's probably 3-4 feet long, nothing serious. But the wall behind it is just liquor bottle after liquor bottle after liquor bottle. 5 feet away from the bar on the same right side, there is a just a very, very modest looking 3-person couch. Off to the left, 5 feet from there, on the left side of the room, is another 3-person couch. And then there's floating orbs in the corners of the room that are emitting light just to give some ambiance. It's a very, very simple room. There's not much in here. There's no door that leads anywhere else. It's just this.
Is there like a coffee table, like, kind of in front of the 3 couches?
In front of the 2 couches?
Yeah.
Yes.
Malador's just gonna walk right over to the couch and sit and prop his feet up on the table and everything.
Just hold on. On the left couch, you're going to see this.
Ah, got you. Ooh, lizard people.
So on the left couch, that is what you are going to see.
I don't know who the other guy is, but he's terrifying.
You're going to see a humanoid figure that you can only guess is female, given the stature, the long hair, the chest. Appears to be as female as they could be. And then obviously right next to them, not sitting on the couch, but standing next to the couch, is the full-on lizard. And yes, they are holding that sword.
He's sweet.
On the right couch, sitting across from them, is your father.
Oh, fuck off! No, you're lying. Nah, you're capping. Oh my god. Malador is just like,
Well, isn't this a surprise?
you gotta be fucking kidding me, right? How does this
And
shit
then-
happen?
And then she's, you.
I'm about
You
as
know-
surprised as you are, lady.
You know this individual?
Yeah, that's my dad, Snake Lady.
And your father hears and just,
Oh shit, this is important, ain't it?
yes, this is
about taking down Relictus, right?
this is my son. If you could stop talking, that would be fantastic.
Got you. I came to get this awesome.
So
And I heard that they could do it.
So him and you can. Okay, so him and the female figure both look at you, and then look back at each other. You thought me out for a sword?
Yep. My weed guy said to come behind you.
Antelon goes, weed guy. Don't tell me.
Yes.
And then him and the female figure just kind of stare at each other for a few seconds. And then he looks over at the other one, and the other one with that blade just pulls out, picks a rock up off the table and starts shh, shh, shh. And Antelon, he was sworn to secrecy. So, when you leave here, my son, find him and get him out of here.
Because
He was sworn to secrecy.
and
So how exactly are you here?
oh.
He was told to not give the location.
He
to
did
anybody.
it. He didn't. He didn't. I
But-
found you guys on my own.
But
He told me the name. That's it. Nothing else.
Yeah, he told you the name. How did you know to come to the water section?
Because Viper sounds like a
Because-
snake.
Because he told you.
He did not tell me. I'll roll deception.
Roll deception.
That's an 18.
I'll roll deception. Be that as it may, whether he told you or not, he gave you the name.
It doesn't matter. Let him live. He did me a favor. And look, I found you. That's important. You guys want a cause? Want to take down what I think you're probably talking about? It's pretty obvious here. Leave him out of it.
Do you want to do him his favor so he can get out of here, please? Give me the weapon.
Malador takes the katana and hands it to her.
And she grabs it and looks at it. This.
Absolutely.
Does your son have a form of payment.
Malador pulls out 25 platinum.
Money. He's never been down here, has he? And Antolon's gonna shake his head. They don't do money down here, son.
What do they? What the fuck do they do?
Usually jobs or favors.
What do you need done?
And she gets this big old side grin.
Please tell me you're doing what I think you're doing.
Looks at the blade, kind of twirls it around in her hand. You want this cool, as you say?
I want it cool, and I want it to be able to kill things. I want to be unstoppable.
I will do this for you. And Antolon goes, oh no. You, as payment, will kill Charlie.
Malador shakes his head no.
Then take it somewhere else. And she hands
I'll do
the sword
anything
back
else. But I want you to leave my friend alone.
You brought someone here.
Yeah.
Where are they?
I lost them because of how fucking hard it was to find you.
A stranger to this area, now wandering around freely in my city. Because of you. You have two choices if you want this sword. Charlie or the girl. Antolon's gonna...
Or you.
Don't. Please disregard that last statement.
I say again, or you. I'll protect my friends with my life. I have nothing else left to live for. My brother's dead.
And you see the look of recognition on Antolon.
And Malador's face is stone cold solid. He is no motion, looking deadly into the eyes of the Viper person. I'll want to roll intimidation too on that.
Go ahead. Yeah, damn, you got a +8 on that.
27.
Antolon, the look of recognition on his face when you mentioned Adam, and then of course looks back at her. And the big guy puts the rock back down on the table and gently puts the sword down. And she looks over at Antolon, looks at him. Loyalty. Give me your sword.
Malador puts the sword out for her to take it.
I need time. And she
Take
gets
it.
up. And she gets up and just kind of like floats off to one of the orbs that are in the room. Grabs it, goes over to the other orb, grabs it, brings them to the center of the far side of the room, sits down with the sword and the orbs, and just goes into kind of like a hymn where she starts to hum to herself, but then also puts words and verbiage out that you can't understand. The really neat part about this is as she begins the hymn, the non-existent water that is in this room, like water starts to form around her in a circular motion, and then goes into an oval shape around her whole body, enclosing her into this just case of water, that starts to spin and glow. And then as she's humming, there are, I can't really say musical notes because it's not like onomatopoeia like bam and pow, but there's shapes and striations that start to pop out of the water that go along with the music she is creating. And this goes on and on and on and on.
Malador's gonna talk to his dad real quick.
Well, you passed the test. I was
Yeah.
worried. I was worried we were both going to die just there. You
Well,
impressed?
guess what? I'm not like you. I wouldn't have killed someone.
No, but after you threatened her, I thought we were both going to die.
Well, guess what? You know I'm not one to be fucked with.
So, you came here before going to hunt for your mother.
Yep. Gotta be prepared.
She may have changed locations already.
Gotta start somewhere.
I heard our beloved Xander and the Brotherhood have expanded their operation. Our attack on their hideout forced them to take certain precautions and speed up the process. They made it to Gaudium.
Damn. So Gaudium's gone?
No, they didn't go there to destroy it. I don't think.
So what did they do there?
Same thing they did here. They
They
went
put
there
it
to
under an illusion?
They went there to seize power and whatever enchantment they want to spread.
So surely Mom had to have left knowing that was going to happen, right?
I hope so. I can tell you, when she's done doing whatever she's doing, you are gonna have to pay her, by the way. I don't know what she's gonna ask for, but you already passed the loyalty test, so
Doesn't bother me, I'll do whatever. Not just killing someone for no reason. Unless they've done something bad. Then I'll fucking do it for fun.
But I do know once she's done, the next step is trying to find your friend that you brought. Who'd you bring down here?
Leatha. She's Vidar's girlfriend. He doesn't call her that, but they are. Come on.
But she came here with you?
Yeah, I'm Mr.
You know what?
I don't.
You know what? I don't care.
I got motion.
Listen, that is an enormous amount of pride that I'm not going to get into right now. Nevertheless, I'm going with you.
Why are you here?
She had information I needed. And after what happened in the last assault we made, I had to call in a few favors.
Kind of favors. Don't leave shit out on me now. Come on, I need to know. I don't want I only just forgave you. I don't need you dying now.
There's always a chance that'll happen. But
Of course, but you need...
It's the kind of favors that I am going to be repaying for quite some time. But these favors got me the information I needed regarding the Brotherhood's current mission.
What is that?
To spread.
Spread, take everything. Sounds like them.
You think Relictus is bad?
Relictus and the Brotherhood are the same thing.
Yeah.
They're working together. Did you not know that?
That's what they want you to think. Did you know, and I don't know who yet, but I will find out. Did you know that Ro hired someone to infiltrate the Brotherhood? Now, why would she do that if they were working together?
Malador's eyes go wide. Wait. Does Malador know who Steven is yet?
Barely.
But he heard him in that one fight, talking about he needs to find the Brotherhood. Yeah, when they met at the Crook House.
That's all he said, though, was that he needed to find the Brotherhood.
Well, I feel like Malador would be smart enough to put 2 and 2 there. That because Trock was also looking for the Brotherhood, which is not like Trock.
Trock was looking for Ciri.
Which, yeah, right. But I know, wouldn't Malador also know that you don't just go look for the Brotherhood?
Depends on what your intentions are.
Like, that would be total red flags off Steven, right?
Not really, because I mean, in order to join the Brotherhood, you have to talk to someone who's in it. That's the only way to get in. Is you talk to someone, they vouch for you, and then you begin the process. And once you're in, you're in. You can't. It's like the mob. You can't get out.
Right.
So just hearing someone say that they're looking for the Brotherhood isn't really. I mean, to Malador, that's just like, oh, another member. That's not really. So, like you as a player, yeah, Malador. Depends.
Okay. Malador's gonna look at his father and shrug his shoulders. That sounds... Why would they do that?
Ro believes that the Brotherhood Xander and the Brotherhood and those above Xander, believe it or not, have been hiding their mission and their intentions a lot lately.
They always do that.
However, when they formed this alliance, trust, no lying, that was the cornerstone of it. And lately, Ro is growing suspicious. You ever heard of the Black Sashes, Malador?
No.
Very few people have. You ever wonder what was above the Red Sashes?
The Black Sashes?
I didn't know they existed either. But apparently there is a whole other level of leadership. We've been going after Xander thinking he's the problem and the one pulling the strings. He's not.
You need to find Garrison and my crew and find them, help them. Don't be an asshole and say, no, you're going to do it on your own. That was the wrong thing to do, and you know it was. Go find them and help them. They are still hunting sashes, and they're gonna get themselves killed, and they need your help.
No.
Yes.
No, what we're going to do when we leave here is we're going to go find your mother. And if they decide to come along, if we run
They're
into
not
them,
going to.
if we
And-
run into them on the way and I explain to them that the people that they seek have spread to Gaudium and they choose to come along, then that's their choice. If they don't, then they don't. But I am going with you to find your mother, whether she wants to see me or not. We need to
I
get her out of
appreciate-
there.
I agree. Shit, I was not expecting to fucking see you. No,
I
you were
wasn't
gone.
expecting to see you. Oh, I'm always around. You should know that.
That's true, but it's kind of shitty how you just kind of, you know, left me while I'm unconscious.
Oh, I knew you weren't dead. I also didn't want to be under your boot when you woke up.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't mad at you.
You weren't mad at me because I wasn't there.
I wouldn't have been mad at you.
Oh. I have a lot to make up for. Probably never will. But I'm trying.
That's all that matters.
I've sold my soul a second time for information.
But
I am.
Sounds like something I did.
But I'm going to use any information I can gather. I will do whatever it takes to take these people down. But first, your sword. And he kind of looks over, and as he looks over, you kind of meet his gaze, and the spinning of the water and the humming starts to die down.
Mm.
Looks like she's done.
Mm.
And it
work.
and that the water starts to slow down and slow down and slow down. And I mean it's been probably like 25-30 minutes at this point. You guys have been just talking back and forth, losing track of time. So I mean it's not short time. It's
Right.
But as that water starts to slow down and slow down and slow down, it goes and that little bit of water just splashes all over the place. And as it hits, it doesn't reach you, it kind of splashes on Antolon a little bit, but as it hits the floor, it turns into like a mucus that just absorbs into the floor. And she stands up, shakes off, and as she shakes off, her hair just kind of puffs out a little bit and then gets heavy and dies back down and goes all the way down to the small of her back. At the very tip of her hair at the bottom, you're able to see that the strands of her hair are actually snakes.
Damn.
As you look down, as you follow the hair as it gets heavier and it falls back into
I'm
place,
fucking
you hear
a Medusa right now.
as her hair kind of rattles at the bottom. The ones that are tangled, you literally see them like fighting each other. It's really it's a fascinating sight. But she stands up, the globules go back to the corners, and she turns around, and your sword now is emitting a very, very metallic silver. Like I know that the blade is silver,
Mm-hmm.
but as you're looking at it, it's literally like emitting the silver color.
Wait,
it's not doing like a thing.
Does that hurt? Silver.
You had the blade. The blade could have hurt you anyway. A katana is silver.
Yeah.
Just so you're aware. Holding the handle, no, it
Right.
wouldn't hurt. But if it strikes you, a dagger would hurt you if it was made out of silver. Just so you know. But no, steel does not hurt you. I should say katanas are steel, not silver. That was wrong.
Right.
Don't chastise me, viewers. Steel isn't silver. But no, so as she turns around, it's not the steel color that you're used to seeing on a katana. It's a lot more pronounced and refined, more of a silver color. And it's not pulsing, but it is just like a constant beacon. Like it doesn't light up the room. As she's holding it, you don't see it cascading anywhere. It's literally just on the blade. But she turns around and there it is. It's just, and she just holds it.
Malador's gonna take it from her.
So you approach, and grab the blade, and she doesn't let it go right off. You owe me.
Whiff.
Let's just say I'll call it in at a later time.
You know what the crank and yank is? I'm very good at that place. Just to let you know.
I haven't heard of this place.
Maybe I should take you on a date. How about that? Maybe that'll be your favorite.
Make a persuasion check.
If I get a natural 20 on this, I'm gonna cry. Okay, I didn't get a natural 20, but it's a good roll. Oh wait, I forgot, I get it, okay. It's still a 22.
Okay, so you say this, and
Sorry, 21.
Okay, that's okay. So as you're grabbing the blade, and she basically you went to reach for the blade and you grabbed her fist because she didn't let go of the blade. You thought she was going to, but you reached for it and touched her hand. And as you make this offer, she kind of lowers her face a little bit and off to the left a little.
Oh,
and
no.
You notice the part of her face you can see goes from that teal green to a very pronounced pink color.
Yeah!
And
now
from
we're
behind
Rizz.
And from behind you, you hear shing, and you can hear the space around you just becoming loud all of a sudden. And Andelon goes, "No, no!" He asked her out, and right behind you, and I mean like right fucking behind you, you feel this massive green lizard man standing right behind you, and the shadow of his blade casting onto the floor in front of you. As she then looks up and he kind of lowers it and backs off. He's very protective.
No problem at all. He kind of gives a grin.
I accept this date.
When? I might as well get it out of the way now before I leave.
I'm busy tonight. Let's do tomorrow.
Alright, I'll stay a night here then. I gotta find my friend anyway.
You hear from behind you. Oh, that's my boy. Oh, God. Oh, no. Is this gonna spread? My son is taking Viper on a date. Is this gonna spread around? Oh, God, no.
Oh, let's go. This is amazing. This is everything I could have ever asked for in a D&D campaign.
And with that, we're gonna end right there because
Oh
that is a great place to end, and it gives me the opportunity to really craft what that date's gonna look like. So.
Oh my God, this is gonna be amazing.
Oh my God, dude. So yeah. So you came down here in pursuit of a sword and put your loyalty on the line to both Leatha and Charlie and your friends
This video is title is what the fuck just happened.
You pass the test. You get your sword enhanced, which I'll go over with you next time. And you get a date with Viper.
I need to tell Tyler and Jill about this shit.
You don't even know who Viper is. Or like how popular she is, or how like notoriously dangerous she is, and you got a fucking date with her. Okay.
And Tyler and Jill need to hear about this.
Oh, they will. They will. They yep, I'm starting with them in half an hour to an hour.
Oh my god.
So
Video title, what the fuck just happened?
that works for me.
I was also thinking scales of loyalty.
Well, your other one's Scales of Regret, so that would be a good continuation. Because your last solo was Scales of Regret with your dad. So
Scales
another one with your dad
Rizz.
being Scales of Loyalty.
Scales.
But I would either say like what the fuck just happened, or Malador's got Rizz would be.
Malador's got Rizz. I love that. Yeah.
Malador's got
That's
Rizz would be a good title.
Malador's got Rizz.
That was good. I like it.
No payment, just a date.
No payment, just a date.
That's how I roll. I am so good at fucking getting out of shit.
Yeah. And again, like I'm not gonna lie to you. I gotta be honest with you. Rolling physical dice, there have been those moments. Not me, I don't care, but there have been those moments where people, either in the game or on the outside of the game, were like, "Is he really being honest?" And
absolutely.
Yeah, because there's crucial rolls that you still fuck up. Now,
I rolled a 3 on my wisdom save for an electric door.
Yes. So there's crucial rolls that you still fuck up. Now, if every single time the roll was at a critical moment and you passed it, that would be a huge question mark.
Right.
But there have been countless times, as in killing your brother by turning into a supernova. There have been plenty of times where you fucked up the roll, where it would have benefited to not fuck up the roll. So I'm just putting that out there.
No, I play with my dice. I don't cheat.
Yeah. I probably will. I might actually. Can your computer handle a second camera?
Absolutely.
I might actually send you another one.
Okay.
Well, no, just to have the view down on.
Set that up.
I don't know if it can handle a second. Can it? Is there a plug-in for a second one?
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
I should have another USB drive back there.
Yeah, it's not really handling it, is it? Can it do it?
Flashlight on, please.
The only reason that I'm saying it is because if I sent you a...
I have another USB.
Because if I sent you a second camera...
Oh yeah, I have 4. I have like 5 more.
So then you'd basically be in here with 2 cameras. At least I hope that's how it would work. But one camera would be on you, the other one would be down on your dice tower, so people wouldn't be able to fucking say anything anymore.
Right.
Like, here you go. Here's your view of the dice. There's all of his high rolls. Here you go.
And there's also a critical roll. They don't have a dice camera.
Yeah, no, I don't. I might not even, because once you open that fucking door, like I roll on here.
Yeah.
You don't see my rolls either until I'm doing the 100 die for your cards.
Right.
Or various other shit that I decided just to roll and beyond. Mine is all done with a dice app on my phone. They don't really
see our rolls anyway.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I could share the screen and show every roll, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's fun. It's all fun. Everything's fun. Just, those people that are like, they're lying. Who cares? If you enjoy the story, shut the fuck up. You're about to go on a date with Viper. Oh my god.
I can't believe I just rizzed up a snake lady.
You just...
I am literally him. I can't...
So they are called Yon T.
Yon T. Okay.
Yon T. if you Google 5E Yuan-Ti, you'll get the same kind of pictures that I sent
Where's
to
my
you in
pen?
Discord. And then read up on them. The environment that she is in isn't actually the one that they are supposed to be in. However, this is where I put them for various reasons. And you're about to bring her up top where there is no water. So this is going to be very, very interesting.
I can't find my pen. I don't know where it went. I was gonna write her name down, but I don't know where my pen is.
Here, I'll just put your thing in here. Viper. There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna put what she was called.
Oh, yeah. Here,
What
I'll
is her
throw it.
race? Okay, yeah, I'll look that up.
Yuan-Ti.
How do
And
they
actually,
how do they have intercourse? They're snake people.
she's got the humanoid body.
Oh, true. It's not the snake one.
Yuan-Ti's, they don't. So the way their evolution works by the book is they stay in that humanoid form until they make the appropriate sacrifice, and then they become what the dude was, which is a full-on lizard. However, not to scare you as a player, but it should be interesting. The way I do mine is they can go back and forth.
Oh, that's cool.
But it still requires the proper sacrifice, so this is going to be fun. All right, so we're going to add to your character names, Viper. Torius Yuan-Ti. Underwater City. There we go. Yeah, all those character names I have in your folder on my computer. Charlie, Tau, Siri, Concelia, Viper, because you met them all.
Right.
So they went into yours. Right. So yeah, I'm gonna go now because I have another game to prepare for. But this
I am gonna probably make an appearance so I can tell Ty and
all right.
and Jill about me risen up the Viper lady. This is amazing. I need to call Judd right now.
That's fucking funny. He's gonna be like, of course you did. That'll be it. Of course you did.
Yeah. Alright, I will see you. So are we doing another one shot now since I'm not with the group yet?
It depends on where they end up.
Because I know they're obviously not gonna be ending up underwater, because that's where I am.
Yeah, but I know what your intentions are. So if I can do a skip scene where
we've got to do a session for the date.
Yeah, we will.
To.
Well, no, we will. That's what I mean. But like, if I can, because I don't control where they go.
Right.
But if they end at a location where it would be easy to merge your date with Viper and whatever they're doing, then you merge again.
Got it.
And then it depends on what Jill and Ty do.
Wait, is my dad gonna be third wheeling my date?
Garrison, Steven, Vidar, they might all be third wheeling your date.
Oh no.
Again, it all depends on where they end up, because I am doing the date as a session. That is going to happen.
Oh yeah.
But if I can line it, if wherever it is that they end, I can line it. Actually, where they are right now is kind of like perfect. So yeah, I'm thinking next week. I'm actually thinking next week you guys will all be together.
So when do you want to?
Probably Saturday.
Okay.
Just the normal Saturday. Until Jill and Tyler get back to the group, they're going to be Sundays. They might be gone for quite a while.
Oh wow. Okay.
They might be gone for quite a while. They might be on Sundays for a while. However, the rest of you, I should be able to combine you next week, because where they ended and where you're going are the same place. So that would be easy for me to justify putting you back in the same group.
Right.
It'd be very easy to justify. So, but yeah, So I'll put all of that in the main chat so everyone knows. But yeah.
I hope you know I'm coming in to their session just so I could say fuck you, Craig, and beat your ass again.
Well, you better not be coming anywhere. Not on my game. Not until you have a date with Viper.
I won't come. That's fine.
All right, man.
All
See
right,
you
I'll
later,
see you
dude.
soon.